What's going on, YouTube? How we doing? My name is Miller McCoy. I'm one of the founders here at Limitless Manufacturing Group, owner of Human Clothing and a luxury personal brand called Made by Miller. This is going to be my first video, and it's just going to be a debrief of 2023 and reflecting on 7 things that I learned throughout the year. First thing that I'd like to begin getting into is, just overall health. Now, I'm somebody that throughout this last year, I've seen a good increase in my health, and I've seen a positive impact that I've had. Now, I'm somebody that has chronic pain of sorts. I've had it since birth, and I've always been very active, and I've always played sports, enjoyed working out, enjoyed going for runs, doing, just being active and being out there. However, I've always felt a little limited due to some of my health constraints, I suppose. However, this past year, during 2023, come around February time, I really started getting super active in just the gym. I was doing a ton of cardio, and I was doing just general weightlifting. I've never been the strongest. I've never been big beef guy, right? But for some reason this year, I just was really finding myself getting into it, and almost instantly I was able to see a big change in my mental health. I was able to focus in. I was able to exude a lot of energy. I'm somebody that I wake up pretty early and I'm bound. I've got a lot of energy right as I'm jumping up, and that energy extends throughout the day, and I'm super blessed and grateful for that energy. However, sometimes I need to find a healthy and a good place to focus and put that energy. When I'm in the gym, all I can focus on is moving that weight, right? I'm not able to focus on business. I'm not able to focus on relationships. I'm not able to focus on anything else other than what's right there at play in my hands, right? And so I've been able to use the gym in almost a therapeutic way for a lot of my mental health. But then I've also been, especially around the last quarter of last year, I began to actually see some physical changes with my body, whether it's getting more toned up, getting more muscle, things of that nature. And I'm super grateful and thankful for my, although it's been short, my journey that I've had so far in the fitness world. The next thing that I kind of want to touch on is some personal milestones. And this is a pretty interesting one and a big one. The biggest personal thing is, right at the end of December, the start of December, end of November, we were able to actually move into a house. So I've lived out in Los Angeles for 4-5 years or so now, and I've never been able to live in a house. I've always lived in apartments, generally next to a busy street, generally very noisy and loud, and you don't really ever have your own headspace there. At the start of December, myself and a bunch of guys, we were able to move into a fairly nice house. We've got 6 bedrooms here. There's tons of space for work, personal, and relaxation. We got a pool, nice view, jacuzzi, the whole nine. So we feel extremely blessed and thankful and grateful for that. And the group of guys that I was able to move in with, there's one of them right there. So I was able to move in with the whole Limitless team. So myself, Steve, and this guy right here, Brett. So we were all able to move in together, the 3 of us, as well as we have Jake Siegs, who's an awesome clothing designer. He runs a big brand called Siegs, and then another incredibly talented artist and clothing designer named By Frisbee. He does a bunch of handmade pieces, does incredible killer work. And so it's the 5 of us that are able to live in this house right now, and it is a absolute blessing. I wouldn't want to change any of this for the world. It feels great. It's the biggest house I think any of us have ever lived in. That it is truly kind of mind-blowing, and we are super blessed, grateful, and thankful for it. The next thing that I kind of want to touch on, the next little lesson that I want to reflect on, is travel and personal growth. So throughout this last year, I was able to do some of the most traveling I've ever done in my life. Probably the most traveling I've ever done in a single year of my life. So see, as we started Limitless in 2020, 2021, we really started beginning to travel for some of our work, to go to events, networking opportunities, things like that. And we were able to begin traveling quite a bit. But then this past year, 2023, it was a wild year. I was able to travel all around the United States. I was able to go over to Europe. I was able to spend a lot of time with business friends, family, and some of the travel was work as well, which is cool. It's a little different, right? And so let me see. I was able to make it to New York, Florida, Nashville, Texas, all around the Midwest. We went on tour again this year with Action Bronson. We were able to go. We did a whole bunch of shows in California, Vegas, Portland, Seattle, Oregon, Canada. Came back through. I wasn't able to go to this one, but there was a show in Boston and Pennsylvania. Just awesome opportunities and awesome travel for not only myself, but for my business partners. And also, I was super blessed and grateful to be able to travel over to Europe this year. I was able to catch an Action Bronson show while out in London, and I was also able to watch the Cardinals versus Cubs game over in London as well. So super grateful to have been able to travel with my family, friends, and work peers. It's been an awesome, incredible year, and there was a lot of learning opportunities while on the road. On tour, you're always going to run into issues. You're always going to run into some troubles. You just got to overcome them. Moving on to the next would be business success with Limitless. Limitless during 2023 was a pretty pivotal year for us. We were able to have an immaculate amount of growth. Just about every aspect of our business well over doubled, if not some areas 5x'd. We were able to see extreme growth, and it was a killer year for Limitless overall. Not just talking finances, we're also talking relationships, we're also talking vendors, we're talking experiences, and we're also talking deliverables. We were able to deliver a lot of our customers and clients this year with work and opportunities and experiences that we wouldn't have thought were fathomable to be able to offer to those people. And so overall, it was an incredible growth year. It really allowed us to develop and lay the foundation and the proper groundwork that the business structure needed. We have a full-time CTO hired on now. She's been focused in on building crazy technologies and softwares, not just for the back end of Limitless, but also for the client-facing front end of Limitless. Right? She helped us build all of our internal CRM softwares. In addition, she's built front-facing automatic sample orders, automatic bulk requests, link tracking, email pinging, the whole nine. The list goes on and on with what Kelsey has done throughout 2023. And additionally, with those advantages that she was able to implement and strategies she was able to implement in Limitless, all other aspects of our business were able to soar. Not only was Limitless able to do a lot better, but everybody that works inside of Limitless was able to see a massive increase in their pay structure in comparison to years prior. This makes me feel incredible. This makes me feel really excited, not just for myself, but to really build a successful team is something that has always been a dream of mine, and I'm glad that we're finally getting there. Still a lot more work to do and a lot more work to be done, but one day at a time, we're moving in the right direction. Next thing I kind of want to touch on is going to be a little bit of a difficulter one. It's going to stem more to personal relationships. See, I'm somebody that struggles very deeply with finding and having a true work-life balance. I have kind of embodied my personal life to almost employ my business. Everything that I do on a day-to-day basis is 9 times out of 10 in regards for Limitless and the other businesses that I run. Whether it be relationships or networking events or just about anything like that, the first priority has almost always been my work and my business. And I've always been pretty grateful and thankful that I'm able to still be healthy, conscious, and fully understanding of what I'm doing and the way my life works and the way that my work works. A lot of people are always talking about burnout and things of that nature. However, if you can fully embody what you do as a human being, and that is able to revolve into income and eventually into a business for you, then there's really little to no fear of burnout, as it's something that it's me, right? Now, where it does get headaches and where it does get confusing is when you are looking for the time to relax, right? When I do just want to jump out into the pool, how can I shut this off with still keeping just, by still staying in tune, but I'm not thinking about the future. I'm not worried about the past. I'm not worried about what's, oh my gosh, do I have an email in my inbox right now? Oh shoot, who's trying to call my phone right now? Anything like that. I'm just able to be in the moment, relax. And so throughout 2023, I was able to get a lot better grasp on, it's okay to set my phone down. It's okay to close my laptop. It's okay for me to step outside for a little bit, grab some fresh air. And throughout 2024, I want to keep on reminding myself of those things. However, I want to be able to work more efficiently throughout my days, so that way, as I'm doing more of the relaxation, my work and everything is efficiently increasing. The sixth thing and second to last thing that I want to talk about here is the preciousness of life. Life is extremely fragile. Throughout 2023, I was greeted with this fact a lot of times. There's been people in my life that I've been close to, in my personal family and in my friendships and relationships, that I've lost, or that I've gotten very sick, or that the relationships just fall out and they no longer are fruitful for one or either of the parties. And it's been a difficult year navigating relationships, navigating family, navigating friends. But life is precious. And every day I just need to spend a little bit more time reflecting and being grateful for where I'm at in life, that I'm still here, that I still have my breath, and that I can still do and accomplish the things that I'm set out to do and that I'm looking to do. And I think all of us, we can all take some time to reflect on the fact that we are still here. We're still able to watch this video. We're able to communicate with one another. We have a lot of blessings, whether we realize it or we don't. The seventh thing that I kind of want to touch on and speak on is the integration of business, health, and spirituality. See, I've always had these three things kind of isolated and separated, I suppose. They weren't always together. They weren't always working in cohesiveness. They weren't always working cohesively together. We've been able this year to figure out how to manage a successful business, successful growing and emerging business, how to get health and overall life on track, and also how to spiritually get in touch. These three things are a culprit of success to begin with. And the stronger and the larger I can get these three things, I know ultimately the greater the successes might be. I want to apologize real quick. I know my eyes look all red right now. In that last clip there, the reason why it's cut up, I had to run up to the restroom. The chronic pain got me again. I had to use the restroom real quick, but we're all good. The integration between health, business, and spirituality is at its core the primary cause for success. If you're able to healthily integrate a healthy person to a healthy business that has healthy spirituality, and look, spirituality, you can have it in any regards. My regard is God, right? I believe in an Abrahamic religion. I believe in God. Now, there are times in my life where I put higher power as energy. I put spirituality as energy. Spirituality is just something that is a higher power, something that is more than you. Knowing that there is something more to life, something more to this earth than just you and me and us as people, right? There's a creator. There is a developer. There is Mother Nature. Your higher power in spirituality could be in Mother Nature. Your higher power of spirituality could be in a breathing technique, could breathe, any of these things. It doesn't have to be something that is straight, purely religious. Now, I choose my higher power, and my belief is that it is religious and that it is something of God. Now, not to say your higher power or your spirituality beliefs is better, stronger, different, weaker, more correct, more incorrect than anybody else's. That's not my place. I'm just somebody that believes in these three things have to come together for somebody to find true peace and success within themselves, within their business, within their life, within their peers, everything of that nature. So in conclusion, key lessons that I took away from 2023, 1, health and fitness. The better my health is going to be, the better my fitness is going to be, overall the stronger my mental is going to be, overall the stronger my body is going to be. Personal milestones and moving to a new house. Never settle, never think you're going to be done or you're never going to be finished. There's always more on the horizon. You always got to have to just be creative thinking, creative solutions, put it all together and see what it can take you. It took us to this new house. Number 3, travel and personal growth. The more you travel, the more experiences or the more cultures that you're exposed to, the more experiences that you have, the overall just general wealth of knowledge inside of each individual and each and every one of us will grow. Number 4, business success with Limitless. I've learned lots of things throughout this last year of running and growing a business. One of the most important things that I could and will definitely say is your customers, when you are a growing and emerging company, they come first. Even if that means putting your own needs on the line or putting your own needs secondary, sometimes you just have to do that. Put all your trust and faith that it's going to work out. And if it works out, reap the fruits of your labor. 5th thing that I want to touch on and summarize would be personal relationships and growth. You're always going to have rocky relationships. You're always going to have ups and downs with those relationships. What's really important is that you continue to figure out what relationships work best with you, who you are as an individual, your character types, what you look for in other individuals, and being able to really source, seek, and create your direct friend groups with people that mesh, blend, and mix with you. 6th thing that I want to talk about is the preciousness of life. I just want everybody to remember to be grateful and thankful today for watching this video, for breathing, for taking a second, for being here with us on this earth today. You never know when we're not going to have that chance, and I'm extremely grateful and blessed and pleased to be able to be here today and share this video. 7th thing I want to talk about is the integration of business, health, and spirituality. These 3 things need to be in mesh and in cohesion with one another to really see true overall success. I encourage you all to reflect and review on your own 2023, and maybe this is a good time for you to begin plotting out your goals for 2024. These goals don't just have to be financial or numerical or material goals. These goals could also be spiritual. These goals could be mental. These goals could be something to do with your health. It doesn't have to be something like get to the gym or eat healthy. I feel like everybody does those, but really take a second to glance at, and reflect on your past year, on how you've grown or how you've changed, or maybe you've not grown. You've gone in the opposite direction, right? You've gone backwards in your life, and maybe you're reflecting on the year prior to where you once were, and you want to get back there, right? These are all incredible things that I encourage you to think about and reflect on. And as I'm closing out this video, I just want you all to stay strong and keep remembering that life is worth living for. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep fighting. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. It is a beautiful day. It is a beautiful world, and we are making something beautiful together. So if you haven't already, check out Limitless Manufacturing Group. Check out Human Clothing. Check out the guys. You already know what it is. I hope everybody has a blessed and great 2024, and I hope to be making more videos for you all.